Hello folks, welcome to the canal channel Jose. Today we're going to give you an idea how to replace the lower ball joints on a 2007 to 2017 Toyota Camry, and also this parts fit 2005 to 2018 Toyota Avalon, 2013 2018 Lexus ES 300H, and also the 2007 2018 ES 350 Lexus. So these parts, these lower ball joints, they have a driver and passenger side, and we are using a Moog because this is what it has given us good results. So we're just gonna give you an idea how this is done. So if you want to take it to a shop or you want to do it yourself, and with that, let's jump right into it. So here's the part numbers for this. K5043 is the passenger side, and the K5044 is for the driver's side. And this is how it comes. It comes with a top nut with a securing pin over here that goes through the hole, and it comes with a grease cert, and it doesn't come with the bolt or the nuts that are in the old one, so we're going to reuse those. So this is how it comes. So we're going to start with the driver's side and move to the passenger side. So what I have done is I have lifted my car, set it on jack stands both sides, and I have taken both sides wheels off, and that way where the sway bar or the stabilizing bar is not sending pressure from one wheel to the other one, which is in the air or off the ground. That way the suspension is relaxed and I can work on it. I have also steered the car like if I'm going to make a left turn, because we're going to expose a safety pin that we had to remove, a wire, so we can start loosening the securing nut to the spindle, and then we move on. So first, I recommend you lifting your car, setting it on jack stands, take both wheels off, and that way everything's relaxed. The job goes easier. That ball joint in the car is sitting like this. This is the new one. That's the old one, and it's sitting like this. There's the bolt with a nut going through that ball joint right there, and that's gonna be used on the new ball joint. And then the bottom, there's two nuts right there that we're gonna be reusing as well. That's a bolt with a nut going through, and the two nuts on the bottom. Also, there's a nut that secures this ball joint to the spindle. But to take off that nut, we have to remove that safety pin that goes through and is bent. We have to undo it and push and pull it through, so we can undo or loosen this nut from that ball joint. Or that cotter pin is like this, but it's bent, so we gotta pull it, and that falls right into some of those grooves, so it prevents that nut from loosening it and that ball joint coming out from there. So first thing we gotta do is straighten that cotter pin and pull it off so we can start taking that nut off. And now what I do, I'll add some lubricant or WD-40 so it makes the job easier. So this nut is a 21 millimeter on our case. So in our case, now that we have loosened this nut that secures the ball joint to the spindle, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna tap here with a hammer, and hopefully that spits the ball joint out, and we can get it out of the spindle. Or sometimes you need a fork to split it, but we're just gonna try on the tapping here and see if that helps. So as you could see what I did, I put this pry bar right here, and when I was tapping it right in this area, it helped me to pull down, and when it released, it just went straight down. So it gave. So what I did also, I add WD-40 through the top so it will leak, so it will penetrate and help me break it loose so I can loosen it. So now that we have done that, we loosen the bolt and the two nuts and the bolt that is here with the nut. First, we take the top nut off, and then we take the bolt off, and then we take these two nuts off. what I did is I left it together here so I could put the pry bar here, and this as is like one piece, so I could pry it down and break it loose from here first. Once I did that, then I can work on this side. So I'm going to loosen this nut right here first, and this is a 18 millimeter in our case. Now that I have taken out that 18 millimeter nut that holds this part here, this bolt has to come out now. So I have to take it off. In our case, it's 18 millimeter. Now we take out these two 18 millimeter nuts in our case. So now we took out the 18 millimeter nut here, the 18 millimeter bolt here. We took out the two 18 millimeter nuts on the bottom, and our ball joint is loose from the control arm. So now what we have to do is we push the control arm out or down, and we get this ball joint out of here. And then we take off this nut completely off and then slide it off from the spindle and start putting the new ball joint in. So as you could see, I had to put a pry bar right between the link kit on the sway bar and the control arm to be able to push down on the control arm so I could get the ball joint out of there from these two studs that has into the control arm. Then once I did that, I spun it and brought it down below, and then I start working this part out of the spindle, and then I had to kind of bend a little bit or pull into the sheet metal so it will release, so this part will fit through it and it comes out. So that's what I had to do. One very important thing about this is that when you put in the ball joint, you want to make sure that this opening or this hole is pointing from the front to the back of the car, so that way when you finish the job you can tighten the nut and then put the cotter pin through, and it's easier than putting it from the back, from the inside to the outside. You're not going to be able to do that too easy. So you want to make sure that if you can do that, put this where it's pointing to from the front to the back. So you got your ball joint and that hole is pointing in a different direction than front to back, so it will be easier. So what you do is you put the nut on it before you install it, put it on, line it up with that hole, put your pin through. Now what you can do is you grab your wrench and turn it, and that pin is going to make this spin a little bit, so that way you can line it up. There it is, the hole is more lined up, so we take out the pin, the nut, and we start installing it. So now that we have guided that hole for a pin to go in easier, well, when it's right onto the spindle, we feed this into it so we can start guiding this into the control arm as well. So now that we preset it, we put the 18 millimeter bolt that comes from the bottom up and snug it. Now we tighten in this nut. This is a 1 inch on our case now. So now that we have tightened this nut right here for the main ball joint, we tighten this nut right here that is 18 millimeter, and the two bottom ones are 18 millimeters. Now that we have tightened in the three 18 millimeter nuts and the main nut, we put the cotter pin and we bended it. And here we're done with the driver's side replacement. Now we're removing the passenger side one. So now we loosen the 21 millimeter main nut that goes into by the spindle. So now what we do is we tap right here with the hammer, and then we use a pry bar to pull it and split it away from the spindle. Now we loosen that nut, and it's a 18 millimeter in our case. So now that we have taken out that 18 millimeter nut on our case from up here, we take off that bolt as well, and then we take off these two 18 millimeter nuts on our case. So this is what we took off: the main nut for the ball joint at the spindle, the nut that holds that bolt. We have to take that nut first from that bolt, and then that bolt unscrews from the ball joint itself. And then we took off these two eight nuts as well, 18 millimeter on our case. So now what we do is we take off the ball joint off the control arm first, and then we take it off from the spindle. What we do is we grab our ball joint, we put the greaser first, and then we guide our hole for the cut for the pin, so that way when everything falls in, it's easier for us to put the pin in there. So we do that now. So something important is that these two nuts, they just go on the bottom, bolted on. This one, the bolt that goes from the bottom up, it goes in and it bolts on to the ball joint. So the first thing is, when you're taking it off, it's gonna be like this, the sequence. You gotta be careful with this. There's a nut on the top, bolted on like this. So the first thing you gotta do when this ball joint is in there in the car, the nut that is on the top, you take off this nut first. You take it off, and then you can take off the bolt off because it's bolted into the ball joint. If you try to spin this while this is on, you're gonna mess up the threads in the ball joint or in the bolt. So you want to take off that nut first, completely off, and then you can loosen that bolt, because this is threaded into the ball joint itself, as you can see, just to be safe. Okay, so now what we do is we put the ball joint into the spindle first, and then we put it into the control arm. So now that we have set the ball joint into the spindle, we presented a nut. Now we have set the ball joint into the control arm. We presented a bottom nut. We put the bolt through, we tighten it completely, and then we tighten that nut on it. Now that we have tightened everything down, we put the cutter pin through, and then we bent it. We put everything back on, we tighten it, we put the cutter pin through, the two nuts on the bottom, the bolt, the nut on the top. So now we're done with this replacement on this ball joint. Well, folks, hopefully this video was useful and helpful and give you an idea how we did the replacement of the lower ball joints on a 2007 to 2017 Toyota Camry, or on a 2005 to 2018 Toyota Avalon, or a 2013 to 2018 Lexus ES300H, or in a 2007 to 2018 Lexus ES350. And this is an idea how to replace those lower ball joints. And all you need is just lift the car from both sides, so that way your suspension is relaxed and you can work on both sides of the control arms. And pretty basic, and you can do it at home, or if you decide to take it to a shop, at least you know what they're gonna be doing. So with that said, folks, for friends who are watching the video, haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. If you like a video, give us thumbs up, share it, and we'll see you soon with more videos here on el canal El Chano Jose.